Hello, this is my technology timeline by John Jervis for RHM 185, Mr. Blumenthal. So, the biggest thing that happened in 1984 was Apple released the Macintosh computer, the first widely produced computer with a mouse and a graphical interface. This provided a more user-friendly platform for non-computer savvy users and expanded the number of home computers and the computing ability of people to receive information, whether it be through uh, email, or actually no, email wasn't around yet. Just it was just a way for people to start learning to get information about different things. In 1990, the world's first webcam went online at Cambridge to look at a coffee pot, and this was the beginning of virtual meetings, which we all know has evolved to MS Teams, and everybody used that during the COVID period. 91, the laptop or the notebook computer was introduced, which now made things easier for people to do work on their laptop or notebook and make computing more convenient so people could access more information. In 93, American Online and Delphi began to connect their proprietary email systems. This provided a faster way to transfer email and uh, push information through to other people and get information out to a mass people, uh, which also led to more information about planning and meetings and getting things to people for information on the events that are going to be that would take place. Also in 93, Apple introduced the first PDA. This was a way for people to keep all their notes, dates, locations for planning things to be kept uh, easily readily available for them. In 95, the number of homes with one or more personal computers increased substantially by 16%. This became important because it provided more ability for people to receive information or send information, and it was also a convenience for the planning and meeting societies and institutions to be able to move technology or information about events and whatnot through computer sites. The USB was created in '96. This was super important because it pretty much got rid of the CD-ROM and floppy disks as they are able to store massive amounts of information. And today you can get a pen drive that has like 512 gigs of information storage available. So this is also helpful because it makes transferring and transporting information easier rather than using a disk or a CD-ROM. So 97, Wi-Fi becomes available publicly. This was huge. People had ability to, use Wi-Fi on their personal devices if they had, the Wi-Fi ability built in, and so this made planning for planners and events easier due to the fact that the people who were planning them had 24/7 access to information and ways to push information out uh, at that time, and it's become exponentially better over the past 24 years. In '98, the big thing was Google opens, and everybody knows that Google is the biggest uh, search engine out there and is one of the biggest tech companies, which provide endless amounts of information. The Open Source Summit was held in '98. This was a pivotal event, significantly boosting the idea of free public developed open source software. So this has been great to get all information and applications for iOS, Android, Linux, whatever, what have you, and you can use these to go on apps for planning sites, event sites, and just find out information about locations. So in '99, the first BlackBerry was launched, and so this combined the PDA and the mobile phone So now you had a personal data assistant, and you had your mobile phone in one device, which made everyday life easier. And as we know, this has just blew up over the past 22 years. We have iPhone 13, all the Samsung devices, all those devices out there now that can do so much. I mean, essentially now you have a computer in your hand. And then again, in 2000, 60% of the households had at least one computer. And again, this has just helped event planners and uh, people to push information to the masses and provide the ability for people to find information uh, easier than going to a library or going to borrow somebody else's computer. So this was a great, big, long, progressive move by the U.S. GPS also became user friendly. Now this is great because it helps people to find things, navigate to a pinpoint on a map, and it also, it makes it easier for people to find locations they want to use for events or plans or meetings. Uh, so definitely a big boost, for the planning and event community. So Intel, as one of the biggest chip producers, we got the Wi-Fi Centrino chip, which just opened the floodgates for everybody to use Wi-Fi everywhere. And so anybody who had a Microsoft compatible device was able to use Wi-Fi anywhere, which was great for information, receiving and sending information, and just a positive move for the tech society. So the Ibeacon was introduced at Apple's 2013 World Development Conference, and so this is just another product that does precision location-based marketing. So you can target your specific market and keep them uh, in the know of what the new plans and events are coming up in the future. So these are the technologies that have not only improved the events and planning industry, but advanced all of us. All of this has shaped the United States from what it was back when I was born in the 1980s to what it is now. And it's amazing. I mean, I remember growing up with a phone on the wall with a cord and watching TV with an antenna on top of it. It's just so we have come light years in 30 plus years, and now it's amazing that all of this is at our fingertips and can just be there to help everybody. So hopefully you guys got something out of this presentation. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a great day.